I'm Carrie Jones. I am a Donor Egg Bank USA mom and happen to also be an employee at Donor Egg Bank USA now. Hi. And this is my son, Wilder Jones. He is 9 months old.
Hi, my name is Victoria Nino. I am a mother via egg donation, and I have two children, a 6-year-old and a 17-month-old who has yet to sleep through the night. I have stage 3 endometriosis, which is why my eggs did not work, and I have become very loud and proud about my story so that other people can resonate and feel that they have someone to turn to and see that life can be okay.
Yeah, just a little background on our story. When I was younger, and everyone in this room is gonna kind of cringe, but I froze my eggs when I was 40. Always definitely too late, but we retrieved 28 or 26, froze 18. I thought I was, okay. So when I met my husband, Danny, who's in the back of the room, I was 43. And so when we went to thaw my frozen eggs, then none of them were even viable. So I had been working with Donor Egg Bank USA for about 2 years at that point, never thinking that I would actually become one of our clients. I just my mind went blank. I didn't know what to do. I lost any little bit of knowledge that I had already about this business. And I called my friends at Donor Egg Bank USA, my coworkers, and I was like, I don't even know where to start. What do I do? We were like, okay, we're on this track. Talk to Dr. Moffitt. Let's do this. The one thing that I also had to keep reminding myself through the process was these donors have been screened. They have been screened by a company that I know and trust. Yeah, exactly. And because we are looking at, you're looking at every detail and trying to figure out what is important to you. And one of my friends at work, who is also the mom of donor-conceived children, she actually has 3 children from California Cryobank. And what she said to me is, when you're looking for a donor, you're never going to find the perfect donor because that would be you. So decide what is most important, as you grieve that DNA, the loss of your DNA in your child, decide what's most important to you. And so all of those conversations my husband and I had about trying to figure out what actually was most important, at the end of the day, it was my nose. It's an identifying feature in my family. My cousins, we all have the same nose. I said to Danny when I was pregnant, I want a lot of pictures of Wilder in my belly since he doesn't have my genes. I want him to know that I grew him. Yes, I grew you.
So I found an egg donor who did not look like me, but had similar heritage and blue eyes. And so we got 3 embryos. I got pregnant on the first try, which is my 6-year-old daughter, which I can't talk about without crying because she's amazing. She's truly my soulmate. She was the child always meant for me. Without question, there's something about her. We were connected in other lives, other worlds. We always have this saying, I am you and you are me. Because we are truly mirrored. Even though we look nothing alike, we are mirrors to each other. I had my daughter at 38, so I was 41 when we decided to try again with a new donor. And so we went with frozen, and choosing the second donor was, I think we did in 20 minutes. I was like, oh, she'll work. Because once your baby's here, you recognize it's you're not choosing that person as your child, right? But yeah, it's a wild turn of events and multiple people to get me here with my family today, and I wouldn't change a thing.
One of the things that was new, a term that was new to me at this meeting, was this idea of grieving your DNA. I'd never really framed it that way. And that's a very powerful thing, I think. And the question is how to help people get beyond that. Often I would think in my mind, as I'm trying to help this person get over that grieving the DNA, is hey, I've been doing this a long time and nobody has ever had buyer's remorse. Nobody has ever brought their baby back and said,
Will you tell us a little bit about your journey to becoming an egg donor and why you decided to do it?
I learned about egg donation probably like my sophomore, junior year in high school. I remember just sitting there, we were talking about like reproduction, reproductive genetics, and how some families make their family. It was like a quick, maybe 1-sentence line about egg donation. And I just remember sitting there in class and being like, oh my God, I want to do that. And then fast forward to post-college, I was in graduate school for genetic counseling, and one of my professors worked at CT Fertility, which was a fertility center in Connecticut. And he was my mentor. He's an incredible genetic counselor. And I just learned more about this process. And I was like, wow, I still have that feeling. I feel like something's missing. I feel like there's something I can do that's bigger and beyond myself. And I want to do something.
What do you wish you could say to your donor?
Oh boy. Okay. I knew Kara before we would need to use an egg donor. One of the first things that went through my mind was like, who are these people who actually donate their eggs? Like, who does that? Why do they do it? Who are they? What has their experience been? Can you hold this for 1 second? I don't want to drop the precious cargo. And I thought of Kara and thought, my God, she's amazing. She's brilliant. She's beautiful. She's kind. If it's people like that donate eggs, this can't be so bad. So I hope you know how you've made my dreams of my lifetime come true. It's, I always knew I wanted to be a mom. And so when my eggs weren't viable, everything kind of stopped in life. And she made it possible for me to have everything I've ever wanted. And some days I'm nervous because I have an amazing husband and an amazing son. And I'm like, this is all too good. How did this happen? So that's what I would say to her, is that she changed my life and made it everything I ever wanted it to